What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is part 3 of the Halo 4 menu system. I don't know why I call it the menu system. It's more like the customization options that we have just been notified of via live stream. First one was about the new game types. Second one was about class customization and weapon customization. And now, as you can see on your screen, this one is about armor abilities. So, our first armor ability, which is equipped, is none. My favorite armor ability. Well, maybe. Just kidding. As you can see, there are 8 armor abilities, of which almost every single one is new to Halo 4, starting with Promethean Vision. Uh, Before I go into Promethean Vision, as you can see a little on the right of Promethean Vision and Thruster Pack, the two which are unlocked, they cost 2 Spartan points. I'm going to go on a hunch here and say that you get 1 Spartan point per level, and there are 50 levels, and weapons look like they cost 1 Spartan point to unlock. And armor abilities look now, you can see, cost 2 Spartan points to unlock. So you might have to be careful with what you buy. You might not be able to just splurge on every single armor ability. You'll end up wasting all your Spartan points, which is an interesting thing. So people will have to make gameplay decisions on which armor ability they think they might like. I like this. Anyways, that's not important. What is important is Promethean Vision, which allows users, well, to see through walls. And other hard surfaces. I don't know what other hard surfaces might be because the wall is pretty fucking hard, but anyways, yes. There's lots of gameplay on YouTube and other places on Promethean Vision. I'm not going to go into too much depth about it. It lets you see through walls for a very short period of time, kind of like an infrared signature, and then it takes a while to recharge. Again, in terms of balance and gameplay, I haven't played the game, and I can't really say what the impact will be on the gameplay, but be certain that if I don't like it, there will probably be a video up on my channel of me whining and ranting about Promethean Vision. Secondly, we have Thruster Pack, which is somewhat similar to Halo Reach's, I don't even remember what it was called. It was like the lunge feature where you did like front barrel roll really quickly and you could do 2 of them and like get out of any sticky situation, which I thought was pretty OP, especially on small maps. But the Thruster Pack kind of lets you do that to an extent. It's not as fast. It gives you a little burst of speed, and you can also do it when you're like jumping. So it's like a mini jetpack slash like barrel roll thing that like gives you like a quick burst of speed. So like if you're trying to make like a big jump and like you can like give yourself a little bit of thrust, or if like you're trying to like sprint forward, you can give yourself a little bit of thrust. It's pretty cool. I like what they did with that. The front barrel roll and reach was just stupid. It was like this is not Gears of War. This is Halo. Like just yeah, just no. The thruster pack, from what I've seen, looks like it's definitely better. And then we have the hologram, which you guys know was in Halo Reach. They've made it a lot better though. Like the hologram now, if you send out a hologram, not only does it appear on radar like officially, like unlike Reach's hologram, which was like kind of like that faint thing on the radar, like oh fuck, that's a hologram. Like I'm not gonna get tricked by that. Uh, so they've done that, and then also now that when you aim at a hologram, it's not like your reticule like doesn't go red. Like your reticule now will go red on that hologram, and it'll auto aim to the hologram. So it's definitely going to be a lot better and like more. You'll be more inclined to use it for sure. Which is again, we'll have to see how that affects gameplay. It might just get annoying if like fucking like 20 people are just spamming their holograms everywhere, but whatever. We'll have to give it a chance. And then you have Jetpack, which I hate. I'm not going to waste any time on because it looks the exact same as Halo Reach. I fucking hate the jetpack. I just said that. I'm going to say it again. I fucking hate the jetpack. But some people love it. It definitely adds like a new gameplay dimension, so I can't complain too much. But a lot of the times, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating to use, and it's also frustrating to get killed by. And certain maps, it just doesn't work. But then on certain maps, it does work. So I'm not going to say like take it out of the game. I just personally dislike the jetpack. Uh, and then something I personally disliked even more than the jetpack was armor lock, which brings me to the fourth armor ability. Sorry, the fifth armor. The fifth armor ability, hard light shield, which is 343's genius adaptation of armor lock. Armor Lock was so overpowered. Like I can't even begin to describe it. Like you could go in and out of Armor Lock like almost infinitely. Like, and if you got stuck, you could go into Armor Lock. You could go into Armor Lock and deflect like a Warthog trying to roadkill you. You could go into Armor Lock and like take 100 rockets and you'd be untouched. And then even more overpowered was when you were coming out of Armor Lock, it emitted an EMP that would do damage to enemies and other shit. Like, it was so overpowered. Like, I couldn't even understand how it made it into the game. So 343 has fixed it with Hardlight Shield, which is basically like a shield you hold in front of you that can deflect grenades and other things. But A, it has a certain amount of HP, so once it takes a certain amount of damage, it gets destroyed. And B, you are completely exposed from the back. So no more like Invinsa armor locking where you have like an entire team shooting at you and throwing grenades and you just sit there like, ha ha ha, I'm invincible with my stupid fucking armor ability. So great job, 343. I'm looking forward to Hardlight Shield. I'm probably not going to use it too much, but it's definitely going to fix the problem that was armor lock that Bungie pretty much just took out of the game because it became such a problem. And then we have active camo, which I have not seen a single second of gameplay of. I'm assuming it's probably going to be the exact same as Reach, wherein it's not as bad as the Halo 3. Well, I shouldn't say bad, because the Halo 3 camo was fine because it was a pickup. But when you spawn with active camo, I think it's probably going to be like, if you're not moving, you're pretty much camoed, but when you're moving, you're like half camoed. And hopefully they keep that radar thing, because that was really useful. You know when somebody was active camoed around you. I think Bungie and Halo Reach did a very good job balancing active camo. That's one thing, or one armor ability I really have to give them props for. And hopefully 343 keeps it the same. Auto Sentry, again, haven't seen much of. Looks pretty stupid in my opinion, but whatever. We'll have to see how it plays out. It's like this like sentry that you place and like you can run away. It's like kind of like a sentry gun in Call of Duty, and it like shoots at enemies and stuff. I don't know. Seems pretty lame. We haven't seen much of it. Maybe they tweaked it, or maybe I'm going off base here. Again, I'll just wait for the full game to see how that plays out. But I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical about that one. But there you go. Auto Sentry, and then lastly, Regeneration Field, which is just like the regen from Halo 3, except for it's nowhere near as powerful. In Halo 3, when you were in the regen, unless you got like assassinated or killed by a headshot from the sniper or like BR'd by 4 people at once, you were pretty much invincible. Regeneration Field has somewhat of a similar effect than from Halo 3, but it is nowhere near as powerful. So your shields don't regenerate as fast in the Regeneration Field. I think there's like a little bit of a delay. Like if you take damage, I think normally it takes like 3 or 4 seconds for your shields to come back on. In the regen in Halo 3, it was instant, and I think now in Halo 4 that the regeneration field, it's like maybe like reduces the delay by like a second or two. And again, it doesn't delay them as fast. So I've seen some gameplay where people in the regeneration field get killed pretty quickly. So definitely a good thing, especially since it's a starting armor ability. You don't want people like being able to be invincible in their regens, and it would just become a big problem. So yeah, there you go. 8 armor abilities, 2 Spartan points to unlock. A lot of armor abilities returning from Reach, but it seems like 343 definitely balanced them better. And I hate armor lock. I don't know if you guys heard that earlier, but yeah, armor lock sucks. And Hardlight Shield's a great improvement. So thanks 343. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully Halo 4 is going to play better than Halo Reach did. I think it will. I'm pretty excited. Don't forget to subscribe. Lots of Halo 4 videos coming your way very soon. Yeah. Thanks for watching.